Go ahead.
Okay.
Part 2.
Sorry, guys. We kind of ran our memory card out of memory. So, this is part 2 of Karakuri from J-Rad. Alright, so, as I was saying, Union Monsters. Heavy mech support platform, you normal summon and then equip it to one of your monsters, actually one of your machine-type monsters.
They're all machines, so...
So, like I was saying, he is the only dark attribute. All of my other guys in the entire deck are Earth, because Karakuris are all Earth. And Stronghold and Oilman are all Earth, too. So this guy, he's cool because when he's equipped to a monster, a machine-type monster, that monster gains 500 attack and defense, which is nice. But even better, they can't be destroyed at least once, because if it's destroyed, heavy mech support platform is destroyed instead. This is during battle, by card effects, you know, whatever. This is pretty nice, especially if you have, like, I don't know, something like Dark Hole. If you equip this to one of your monsters, you can Dark Hole the field, and that monster will still be alive.
Go for the life points.
Oilman doesn't give any bonuses, like, from attack and defense kind of standpoint, like heavy mech support platform does, but when it's equipped to a monster, a machine-type monster, and that monster destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, then you get to draw one card, so it gives you some card advantage. Now on to the magic and trap cards. A staple of Karakuris, because they're all about changing battle positions. Karakuri Shogun Castle makes it so that you can change your opponent's monster's battle positions, and it's really good.
That screws up a lot of stuff.
It's really important.
And it's a you may.
So,
which is nice.
This is how this works. It's a field spell card. You want to use it as soon as you can. And you want to run as many as you can. So right now, I just got a third one, thanks to J-Watt, so I'm now running it. Now, the way they work is when one of your face-up Karakuri monsters selects one of your opponent's monsters, face-up monster as an attack target, so not face-down, face-up, you can then choose, if you want to switch its battle position. So if it's an attack and you select it, you can switch it to defense for that low defense monster that you can then destroy. Or if it's got low attack, you know, it's in defense position, attack it and switch it to attack mode. Do some extra damage. The other thing about Karakuri Shogun Castle that's really cool is that when it's destroyed, so this even includes playing another one of your Karakuri Shogun Castles, when it's destroyed, then you get to special summon a level 4 or higher, this is important, higher Karakuri monster from your graveyard. So, this means Kuik, Muzuni Chiha, Saizan, or your Synchro monsters. You know, there's others, but specifically it's just interesting because usually it's level 4 or lower, but in this case it's higher. So this brings back Synchro monsters, which is kind of cool. But you're going to be running a lot of these because they allow your Karakuris to attack through your monsters because they have to attack. They need to be able to exploit whatever is lower, the attack or the defense.
And that gives you that choice, which is nice.
Now, Golden Gearbox here, this is a lot like Stronghold Guardian. So I run 3, because it just makes it so that as your opponent tries to attack your Karakuris and get them, like, because a lot of my Karakuris actually have low defense, but Golden Gearbox and Stronghold Guardian bring that defense way up, so that your opponent gets hit by a wall. So Golden Gearbox is a quick play spell card that gives 500 attack and 1500 defense to one of your face-up Karakuri monsters until the end phase. It's pretty awesome.
I hate those.
It also gives you that little bit of attack boost if you need it, which is why I like to use it for that sometimes, because I've got 3 Strongholds anyway.
Or what's even worse, stacking them together.
And I've done that too as well. Stronghold,
you can die just from that.
Or using like 2 of them, 3 of them, you know, whatever. It's awesome.
Oh, here's the anatomies.
Here's Karakuri Anatomy. This is a staple. I run 3.
These are amazing.
Some people are against that because it's just always good, but I like the card advantage.
It's so good.
Basically, like I've said before, Karakuri is all about changing battle position.
It's Karakuri Pot of Greed.
So the way Karakuri Anatomy is it's a continuous spell card. When one of your face-up Karakuri monsters switches its battle position... Oh wait, actually, it's not face-up, sorry. Each time a Karakuri monster that you control switches its battle position, you get to add a counter to this card, and its max is 2. Then you can send it to the graveyard to draw cards equal to the number of counters. So you basically just either you allow your monsters to switch by their own effects when your opponent's attacking, or you go ahead and just switch them on your own, and then send it to the graveyard and get some draw power. It's pretty awesome.
It's Karakuri Pot of Greed, basically.
Yep. So it gives you that hand advantage. This deck actually likes to have a lot of cards in the hand for the way I run it anyway. Like, I like to have Strongholds and Golden Gearbox in my hand more often than I like to have them on the field, so that way my field can't be blown up. Now this card I just love, Karakuri Cash Cash. Another one of those cards that has to do with switching the battle position. Basically, you choose one of your face-up Karakuri monsters, and then you switch its battle position at the same time as you add a level 4 or lower Karakuri monster from your deck. It's interesting because they happen at the same time.
It's not a cost, which is nice.
And so that gives you, that extra counter on Karakuri Anatomy, or if you normal summon, like I like to normal summon Inuyashichi with that 500 attack, but it gives me that field spell card, and then use Karakuri Cash Cash so that I don't have to attack on that turn with it because it's got such a low attack. And then I also get another Karakuri. In addition to that, this deck likes to have so many Karakuris on the field. It's pretty awesome. But you gotta be careful because Karakuri Cash Cash needs to have a monster on the field in order to use it. Similarly, Karakuri Gold Dust needs to have at least 2 attack position Karakuri monsters to use it, and you can only use it during the battle phase, but it's amazing. I only run 1 because generally that's all I need, but it's a good card. Basically, you choose 2 attack position Karakuri monsters that you control. You switch the battle position to one of them, and then the one that's still in attack position, its attack raises up by the same attack as the monster that was switched. So,
it's kind of like covering fire.
If I've got something like, yeah, it's kind of like covering fire, except you can use this on the attack, which is when you're generally going to use it, since most of the time your Karakuri monsters won't be going into attack position when they're being attacked, although it does happen. But generally, Karakuri Gold Dust is for that attacking that high attack power monster. But like, say you have Kuik and you have Musen Ichiha, and you've got like a Blue Eyes on the field. This has actually kind of happened. You basically, I do something like this. I would activate Karakuri Gold Dust during the battle phase, since you have to do it during the battle phase. Switch this one to defense mode. Then Kuik gains 1800 attack, which is Musen Ichiha's attack, going up to above 3000,
33.
destroying that Blue Eyes, and then special summoning from your graveyard. And, although I don't know this exactly for sure, but I'm pretty sure it works like this, you could have already attacked with Musen Ichiha and then activate it.
Which is nice.
Because it's a quick play, it doesn't matter when you use it as long as you use it in the battle phase. This, again, you need a Karakuri on the field, and you need its battle position to switch. But you can do that manually or just have your opponent attack them, and when they do, you activate Karakuri Trick House. And it allows you to select and destroy 1 card in the field, which is amazing because it gives you that destruction to get rid of your opponent's monsters, to get rid of your opponent's magic trap cards, whatever you need to get rid of. Karakuri Trick House does that. Now, again, you need to have monsters out in the field to use it, so you gotta be careful, but it's really good. Now, here's a fun card that I like to run just to do that
little extra
bit of fun. Basically, half shut, you select one of your face-up monsters, and Karakuris are almost face-up anyway, and when you select that face-up monster, its attack is halved, but then it can't be destroyed for the rest of the turn. So basically, you select one of your Karakuris that go to defense mode anyway when they're being attacked. They lose half their attack, but it won't matter because they're being attacked into while they're in defense mode, and they can't be destroyed the whole turn. So there you go. You get to keep it, and your opponent's monsters don't get to attack directly.
Screws up a play. Oh, here's some tech.
Here's a fun one. Dark World Shackles. It does a little burn, but more importantly, you select when you equip it to one of your opponent's monsters, which is what you're going to be doing with it.
Nova.
It can't attack, number 1, while it's equipped with this, but number 2, its attack and defense become 100, and it does 500 damage to your opponent during your standby phases. Yes, during your standby phase.
You rarely ever get to that point because usually you attack over it.
Yep, because basically what I do with this for Karakuri is I just equip it, the attack and defense go to 100, so that could be like something big, and I just...
Like a Judgment Dragon.
Yep, like a Judgment Dragon, and I just attack over it.
So mad.
This card's kind of similar. I actually had 2 Dark World Shackles first, and I throw in this one just for fun instead. So Cursed Armaments, basically this deck likes to have it just kind of eventually gets lots of monsters on the field. It just can keep it because of those Kuiks and those Nisamus. So Cursed Armaments, you equip it to one of your opponent's monsters, and it loses 600 attack, loses 600 attack for each monster you control. The reason this is good, though, is because not only does it allow you to get rid of one of those powerful monsters, but then when it's sent to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, you can select one face-up monster your opponent controls and equip it with this card. So basically, if your opponent has a lot of monsters on the field and you're just getting back to speed, you can then use this card to like take them all out. It's pretty awesome.
Machine gun them down with
now
that
these
thing.
2 cards are pretty good. Machina Armored Unit and Machine Assembly Line. These are just good for general machine types, and I decided to throw them in this deck because I like the way they run with them. So Machina Armored Unit allows me to get that extra special summon when my opponent when my monsters are destroyed by battle. I'm allowed to special summon a machine type monster. It's when a machine type monster is destroyed by battle. I get to special summon a machine type monster from my deck whose attribute is the same, which all Karakuris are Earth, so it works for that, and its attack has to be less than the attack of the monster that was destroyed and sent to the graveyard. So basically, like Kuik was destroyed, maybe I can special summon something else that's lower than 1700 attack, and it works really well, especially when Nisamu was being the one destroyed and I special summon 2 monsters. I can even use that with Oil Man, which is good. Machine Assembly Line is nice because it gives all machine type monsters on the field 200 more attack. But more importantly, when machine type monsters on the field are destroyed, this card gets 2 junk counters for that, and you can send it to the graveyard to special summon a machine type monster from your graveyard that has a level that's equal to or less than the number of junk counters on it. So basically this gives your guys a boost, and then after your guys have been destroyed enough and you want to get one of your guys back, this lets you do it. Now, to take out, I had to take out a card to add in that 3rd Karakuri Shogun Castle, so what I had in there originally was Guard Penalty. Guard Penalty is cool because basically you select one monster on the field, and this includes your opponents. If it goes to the defense position this turn, and it's a quick play spell card, so you can use it during like a battle phase when you're attacking your opponent's monster or whatever, or just during your turn. When it switches to defense position, you get to draw 1 card. So Karakuris go to defense position a lot, and you're switching your opponent's battle positions a lot, so Guard Penalty lets you get a little bit of draw power, but I took it out for the moment.
Thor says no.
Because of the fact that Shogun Castle is just so essential. So, yeah, there's my Karakuris. Hopefully they'll do good. I mean, if I ever actually want to run them in a tournament or something, I would add things like Mirror Force and other stuff like that, just to make them
Reborn,
even more
all your
potent.
staples.
But just this deck runs pretty well on its own, just by the power of Karakuri, and that's how archetypes are.
It has like a 50% win rate against my Lightsworns, and that's without the Monster Reborns and Mirror Forces and stuff.
So
I can't imagine it would be like with them.
I have to say that my Karakuris don't have exactly all the ones that I might have chosen if I had the option to. It's kind of what JWoww used to call budget Lightsworns. It's kind of a budget Karakuri deck.
And it's still really
because
good.
I mainly, for the most part, I only have the ones that I have in here, like Muzanishi, I only have 2. Inishichi, I only have 1. It's because I only have 2 of those.
Yeah.
I only have 1 of that.
Run 1, because I have 1. That's it.
But it works pretty darn good, just as is. So
yeah. No kidding.
I'm pretty happy with it. So there you go. This is J Radical signing out. You guys keep doing.